You know, sometimes the most incredible legacies are built almost by accident. Today, we're going to dive into the story of a man whose life took a totally unexpected turn, and in doing so, he helped build a true cultural cornerstone in Singapore. It's an amazing story about family, vision, and what it means to be part of a community.
So that really brings us to the big question, right? How does a tiny little shop become the absolute heart of an entire community? I mean, a place that serves people from the day they're born to the day they pass away. Well, it turns out it all comes down to the vision and leadership of one pretty remarkable person.
Okay, so if you've ever been to Little India in Singapore, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Right at the gateway to this incredibly vibrant area, there's the Jyoti store and flower shop. And let me tell you, it is so much more than just a store. It's really an institution, you know, the result of a journey that spans generations, full of sacrifice and a ton of ambition.
So the story really kicks off with Rajakumar Ramachandra's father. He's the one who started the small shop, but it was Rajakumar who grabbed that foundation and, wow, did he run with it. He's the one who built it into the landmark that we all know today. It's a real testament to the hard work of, two whole generations.
And here's the thing. This isn't just some private family story. It's a Singaporean story, through and through. The journey of the Jyoti store is now seen as a crucial piece of the nation's heritage. I mean, it's been celebrated by big names like the National Heritage Board and was even commemorated during the Singapore Bicentennial. That's a huge deal.
All right, now this is where things get really interesting. Rajakumar's personal story takes this fascinating, unexpected turn. See, none of this, the store, the legacy, was ever part of his plan. Not at all. A decision that was supposed to be temporary, well, it ended up defining his entire life.
I mean, just look at this transformation. It's incredible. The business went from this humble little 5-foot-way shop back in the 60s to the massive, sprawling, 5-story institution it is today. And you just know, that kind of incredible growth did not happen by accident.
And that's what's so wild, right? The path he was supposed to be on was completely different. He went all the way to Canada to get a degree in computer science. I mean, all signs were pointing to a career in tech, a world that was light years away from the family business.
So, here's the pivot point. The moment everything changed. It's 1985. He's done with his studies, finished his national service, and he decides, okay, I'll help my dad out for a bit. His plan? Just 2 months, that's it. But that temporary commitment, well, it became his life's work. 2 months. It turned into a lifetime. Crazy, right?
And this is where the story really shifts gears. It goes from a son doing his duty to a visionary entrepreneur taking charge. See, Rajakumar didn't just, maintain the business. No way. He completely transformed it with a series of really bold, game-changing moves. Okay, talk about a high-stakes, gut-wrenching decision. So, in 1992, this opportunity pops up to buy the entire 5-story building. And with the full support of his family, we're talking financial and moral backing from his sisters and uncles, he made the call. In a single night. One night! That single decision, it changed absolutely everything.
And man, his strategy was just brilliant. So first thing he did, he locked down the exclusive distribution rights for all these popular products. That instantly made his store a key supplier in the region. Then he starts thinking bigger, expanding beyond Singapore into Malaysia and Myanmar. But his real masterstroke? That was the final step.
He came up with what he called the birth-to-death concept. And the idea was so simple, but so incredibly powerful. He wanted to make the Jyoti store the one place the Indian community needed to go for literally every single major life event. A birth ceremony? Check. A wedding? Got it. Even the items needed for last rites. You could find it all under one roof. He basically made the store indispensable. Genius.
But here's the thing. His ambition wasn't just about his own business. Not even close. Rajakumar took his success and used it as a launchpad to lift up the entire Little India community. He became more than a businessman. He became a true leader, a champion for his people.
And this wasn't some fleeting passion project for him. This was a lifelong commitment. His leadership journey actually started way back in 1982. Then when LISS, that's the Little India Shopkeepers and Heritage Association, was formed in 2000, he was right there at the center of it all. He eventually became its chairman, and from there, he was instrumental in shaping the future of the whole area.
So what does that leadership actually look like in practice? Well, under his guidance, LSIHA took local celebrations like the Pongal Festival and blew them up into huge national events. They're the ones behind the iconic Deepavali light-up. They organized food festivals. They even got streets closed off for cultural events,
All of this in partnership with the Singapore Tourism Board. He was a key player in making Little India a true destination.
And you know what? All that hard work totally paid off. The area got official recognition as a heritage hub. It even won awards for being the best decorated ethnic precinct in the entire country. And this wasn't a coincidence. It was a direct result of the massive community effort that he helped lead.
So all of this really builds up to the final and maybe most important piece of his story, his legacy. And it's a legacy that isn't just defined by the business he built, but by everything he gave back to the community he so clearly loved.
I mean, his philanthropy was just incredibly wide-ranging. He was raising money for disaster relief in places like India and Sri Lanka. He was supporting local charities like the Yellow Ribbon Project and Sun Love Home. He was a huge champion for Tamil language and education, and he helped empower women through the LAisha Women's Wing. His support really touched every single corner of the community, and even went way beyond.
And this quote right here, it just perfectly captures his core belief. It's a philosophy he actually got from his father. For him, being a successful merchant wasn't just about making money. He believed that success and community responsibility were two sides of the same coin. They are fundamentally linked. One, he felt, should always serve the other.
And of course, his huge contributions to both business and culture have definitely not gone unnoticed. He's received some really prestigious national awards, from the Singapore Tourism Board, from the Urban Redevelopment Authority, you name it. It really cemented his status as a key figure in building the nation.
Which, brings us right back to that big question we started with. What does it take to build not just a business, but a true legacy? Well, the story of Rajakumar Ramachandra seems to suggest the answer isn't just about having a great business strategy. It's about something deeper. It's about seeing your own success as completely interwoven with the success of your community, and then dedicating your life to lifting both of them up together.